Hello, mammals. Hey, how are we all doing? Hey, String Bean, thank you for coming. Tennessee Dud, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate that. Wow, you nice mammals were here like ahead of us. That's pretty awesome. So anyway, well we are for more mammals to like get in and stuff. Um, we like you said, some exciting news. Oh yeah, that's right, Bob. Very exciting news indeed. My poker chip finally came in. So hey, Disfinity Mammal, thank you for coming. Appreciate that. Yeah, hey, thank you for coming by. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here. Like I said, nothing. It's kind of hey, Andy, thank you for coming. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate you coming by. So yeah, happy Saturday. So so yeah, we are like you said, we are doing great. Like you said, got got some things, some fun things going on here. Yeah, got the Mammals Choice Monday poll. Is up. So if y'all want to get over and vote, and y'all can see here, my poker chip came in. So yeah, you've seen mine, and now I got mine. Yeah, so definitely a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, so tomorrow's video is going to be yeah, what did we do? Because like we shot a video, we shot like a bunch of videos in advance. And you know, um not really sure how that what we actually had for what we actually had for Sunday. No, Sunday is the Diet Dr Pepper and cream soda review. Oh yeah, right. So yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we have that, and then like you said, whatever ends up winning the poll for Mammal's Choice Monday. Yeah, and what do you have for the poll, Bob? What is the current winning thing? I think it is. I think it is a look at my past conventions. Oh hi, Kaida. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we're definitely having a fun night here. Like you said, we got our we are excited. Like yeah, I got my own poker chip. You see Bob's chip over here, which y'all have seen. Well, now my chip is ready too. Yeah, it is. Like I said, long overdue. Like I said, we'd always kind of intended this to be to be a set. So I think the portrait is good. Hey, local John, thank you so much for coming. Hey, John Mammal, yeah, loved your retro bowl um, session there. That was really fun. Yeah, definitely. Um, again, as I was saying, that the this football is a very interesting mammal game. Um, so you know, lots of lots of fun there. So um, we have not gotten package yet, but then again, I think it is going to be it's going to be Monday before we can get in. Hey, Hoarder Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate you coming by. So, yeah, you can see like Bob and I have switched positions tonight because our poker chips just look better displayed this way. Yeah, we probably should like stand this way like more often and stuff because like, I think that's the way our logo is. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, Brino Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Oh, Brino Mammal's here. Yeah, Brino Mammal made the most amazing wings on his live stream. Um, I think that was yesterday. Days are all kind of blurring together. Yeah, those wings were like were absolutely top notch. So yes, it is official. Joe's poker chip is has arrived as of today. So so yeah, yeah. All right. So it was yesterday. That's what I thought. But again, I kind of get confused now. You are actually admitting to being confused, Joe. Oh, be quiet, Bob. But yeah, definitely fun. Um, so yeah. Um, so like you said, the exciting news of the day. Like you said, yes, the Joe poker chip is now available. Um, like you said, you can send Joe or I a message, and like you said, for the 5 paper rectangle channel donation, we will send you a Joe chip. If you want both the Joe and the Bob chip, like you said, like instead of we will certainly combine that. Like you said, for an 8 paper rectangle donation, you'll get both chips. There are many fewer of mine than Joe's. Like you said, we just got Joe's. Hey, Coke Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate that. Um, yeah. Um, and if y'all don't know the Kathy Mammal, she's the Coke collector. She is a very nice lotto scratching mammal from the state of Michigan, if I remember right. There's Michigan scratching prey. Yeah. Um, you know, yeah, lots of fun. She has lots of fun lotto scratching prey. So yeah, there's that. So so yeah, like I said, as probably for like most of the country, it is like super hot here in Northeast Ohio today. So yeah, I do apologize. Normally we do not have the air conditioning on, um, but we have to have the air conditioning on because it's hot. Yeah, so I hope you can hear us okay, and we're doing that. Like yeah, are all of you like in the heat wave? Yeah, see, like Coke Collector, you two are in that horrible heat wave. Yeah, I mean, I think it was like in the high 90s today, but it's the heat indice put it like over 100. So yeah, yeah, like yeah, Ohio is an oven. I think that is fair to say that Ohio is an oven pretty much no matter where you are in the state. Like Brino, I know you are about as far away from us and still in the state. So yeah. Yeah, that's right. And local John, thank you so much for that. Yeah, do appreciate it if you are able to smash the claws up button. That does certainly help us out. Yeah. Um, yeah, you do not want to be mowing the lawn here today. Yeah, unless you got like, you know, unless you got a herbivore that's like really kind of a glutton for heat or something. Yeah, I think even a camel mammal would not want to like mow the grass because it's like yep, nope, that's definitely not appropriate. So So yeah, there's there is that, you know. But but yeah, um, certainly nice, certainly fun. Um, so anyway, like you said, talking about plans for this coming week. Yeah, I think that worked out fairly well. That we had our shout out video just as part of the Thursday live stream, like and also the you know our mail segment. You know, we'll just do that as part of the Thursday live stream. Yeah, for sure. And horror memo, we were just saying that tomorrow's video, like we shot a whole bunch of videos in advance, and we have tomorrow's video is going to be the diet Dr. Pepper and cream soda review. Oh, hi, Misty Mammal. Thank y'all so much for coming. Really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Misty. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, and then Monday, you know, we're gonna do the Mammal's Choice Monday, whatever wins the poll. Yeah, and I think that you know, somehow we're going to we are going to get the M&M review up. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we actually did a review on the creamsicle M&Ms. Kind of interesting. So so yeah. Um, yeah, that's right, Misty. My chip. This is hot off the press. Just came in today, like you said. So you know, we might have seen Bob's, and if you look close here, like you said, our chips. Bob's little word bubble says, you know, "Hello, mammals," like he says, and then mine it says, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And I do think that it is a fairly good likeness of us in the logo. Like I said, you see me there, and then you see Joe. You know, let's see if we can frame it right. You know, but yeah. Hey, Jack Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah, hey Jack Payne, thank you for coming by. Yeah, the Jack Mammal is so very cool. Again, um, got a very nice not for hatchling channel for cooking. Yeah, Misty, this is gonna be like the same as the Bob chip. Again, just drop us an email. And like you said, normally we ask for a channel donation. Um, and like you said, we will send you the chip. It is unfortunately not something that we can do through Teespring, which is really kind of annoying. Yeah, and I want to ask y'all this. Like, as far as our merch store goes, I know, you know, that some of you have purchased, some of you in this very chat have purchased our merch before. Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe it would be easier if Joe and I like just had a bunch of merch on hand and you know, we just would sell it like, you know, if we had our own like eBay account, you know, you could just like, you know, buy it that way. I mean, I think that might be a way to go, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so that's something we're going to look into because, like, Teespring, you know, it does take them a very long time to make like a T-shirt or something. So, so yeah, um, yeah. I think the way we are going to do the chips now, like you said, I am running low on my chip. Obviously, we just got Joe's. Like, I think what we are gonna ideally do is like if you want Joe's, again, a 5 paper rectangle donation would be appreciated, and if you want both of ours, you know, like you said, you could do 8 paper rectangles, and it would give you the set. Yeah, I mean, I think that seems kind of reasonable. Hope that seems kind of reasonable anyway. Yeah, so there is that. So, but yeah, like I said, this is super duper exciting. Um, you know, um, and yeah, And we gotta, like you said, as far as this week goes, we do have some other things, on the agenda. So, yeah, right. You are, Jack Mammal. It's just easier to do our own shipping. Like you said, I'd rather, you know, make sure that it gets there, and again, I guess the biggest thing for me um, is just the time. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, yeah, and there is something to that. Yeah, there is definitely something to that. The made to order storefronts. Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of fun. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking that we might just switch to something, something else, because it's just kind of easier. So, Horror Boy, you were saying, um, do we get colder during the winter? Um, well, frankly, Bob and I don't get cold because we have a nice house and stuff. Yeah, when we found Joe and he was in the park, that was probably a very different story. Oh yeah, definitely. Subsisting is kind of a not as fun as it might sound on the surface. We're just saying, but yeah, such as it is. Yeah, but yeah, I was actually thinking about doing a video with that pizza that I made. Oh, Bob, not this again. Yeah, I made a pizza, and it worked out pretty well. Like I browned up a tortilla, and put some like sauce and cheese on it. It was really good. Well, that's very interesting, Brano. That you had some a very positive experience. Um, that's cool. That's good to know. Like kind of cool. So yeah, like you said. So I know. Oh hey, Doctor Taste Good. So our cooking friends are in the house here. Um, so Doctor Taste Good is here, and Brino is here, and Jack is here. I am kind of wondering what you amazing cooking mammals are thinking. What's on your plans like for the week? Yeah, I'm kind of curious because um, they're y'all have some amazing ideas. Like you said, and, each of you has made something super amazing. That again, I wish like heck. Like you said, like Doctor Taste Good, your burger. Wow, I wish that was commercially available. Or Brano, your pizza. That was amazing. Yeah, and Jack, you had that other amazing dish too. That was it was really fun. So yeah, just wondering, like what you're doing, or you other content creators in here, like local John, like what do you've got going on, or like if you are doing a food review, or Disfinity Memo, you've got some content here. I'm just kind of curious what you have planned. Yeah, because frankly, Bob's plans for this week is going to be pretty boring. Well, I mean, and I think that also depends on how the vote for Mammals Choice Monday goes. So, oh, you're putting together a pellet can. Um, that sounds like fun. I mean, I hope that pellet can accessory works out better than your cutting board accessory. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, and John Mammal, you're going to start doing vlogs. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, no, we have decided, Joe and I have decided, the YouTube algorithm has not been terribly kind to us lately, so we are probably going to be doing more of, like, because YouTube does not quite know what to make of us. So we are probably going to be sticking more to the food reviews. We are of course going to do Mammal's Choice Monday, and we are of course going to do like the local Wednesday segment, but yeah, like I said, doing like food reviews of some kind, so that YouTube is not like confused about what we are, or they think we are just like a couple of raptors just doing random stuff. It might be kind of hard, so yeah. And that's always the challenge. So Brino, you're thinking about some chicken prey. Oh yeah. Like I wonder about well, we were talking about like smoking chicken. Yeah, the problem, like I said, Bob, I know y'all like that, and that's tasty, but have you not learned anything from our cooking friends? Smoking takes a long time. I mean, yeah, and I agree, and that's something, obviously, not something we are able to do in like a live stream format. So, but yeah. So Jack, you said you've been working on a souffle lately. Won't start showing that because it's kind of boring. Yeah, I'm not even interested in that. So I don't even, not that I'm not interested in that, but I'm not even aware of what that is. So yeah, but I understand the need to keep your content interesting. So yeah, and I like the whole variety channel thing too, but it's just our personal experience. Like, our we have tried really hard to get to all of our great friends and their amazing videos, but we we do not, and just the organic traffic to our channel is drying up. So, and we are going to try and tack this direction and see what happens, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Brino, I am so excited about the latest batch of homebrew. Yeah, Brino, again, the beer prey that you make is really really amazing. Yeah, and that definitely does keep it interesting. So yeah, keeping it in the water bath. Oh, Coke Collector, thank you so much for the paper rectangle. Oh yeah, we really appreciate that. Like, that is so super nice, and like I said, that really really does help us out. So thank you so much for the super chat, Coke Mammal. Yeah. Now, Coke Mammal, we were meaning to ask you, what are your thoughts on Coke Zero? Oh, not this again, Bob. Oh, for those of y'all who don't know, Bob is obsessed with Coke Zero, especially if you look at his early videos. Like, he's just obsessed with it. Yeah, and I just, it's one of my favorite things to drink. It still kind of is, actually. But yeah, that's fun. So, souffle machine keeps water precise and constant. So this is more. So the souffle thing, that's more like slow cooking and stuff. That's kind of fun. Oh, Rhino Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah, the Rhino Mammal, Rhino Slots is here. Oh hi Rhino, thank you so much for making it. Yeah, we were definitely checking out your activity on the slot planes the other day. That was fun. But um, so Coke, Coke Mammal, you are more of a fan of regular or cherry. I mean, that's fine. You know, I like uh, I like regular and cherry too. Oh, Jim Memel, thank you so much for coming. Wow, it is very late where you are. Yeah, Jim, I think you said you were like in Poland still. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you for coming at this very late hour over there. I do not know what time it is over there, but like I said, we are about 7:30 ish here. So yeah, it's got to be it's got to be pretty late over there. So so yeah. So y'all cooking mammals doing some slow cooking. Yeah, that's again, and there's so many cooks that that you cannot necessarily do during a live stream. But oh wow, 1:30 in the morning in Poland. Wow. So I'm guessing it is what you call like really late over there. Um, so so yeah, like I said, we salute you and we appreciate you coming like I said at this really late hour. Yeah, and again, Bob and I have said this many times. We really do enjoy our live streams. Like I said, we really enjoy being able to interact with y'all directly. Yeah. So as you like real cooking mammals are like coming up with something, um, I was actually thinking about doing that video. And Joe is like really saying no, you don't want to do that video. But I was actually thinking about yeah, like microwave pizza. Yeah, and Bob, I can't believe you do it. You microwave a tortilla shell till you burn it, and then you put you put sauce on it and you put cheese on it and you put toppings on it and call it a pizza. Yeah, essentially. Oh, 2020, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate that. And yes, thank you for reminding the nice mammals to hit the claws up button. That's very good. Um, so and Taste Good Mammal, you're gonna try that Taco Bell burrito pray. I thought that was really good. I mean, I've heard of some mammals. They say that they had problems with the cheese like all coming off. We didn't have that problem at all. We only had cheese on one side, but it was really good. So yeah. Oh, 2020, I am so glad you were able to make it. So yeah, like I said, for those of you who have just come in, we have some exciting news. Joe's chip has finally arrived. So here we are. Like I said, there's me, there's Joe. Yeah, I'm so happy for that. That's super fun. So so yeah. So Jim Memel, you were saying that Taco Bell come back to Poland. Was Taco Bell in Poland and then like not in Poland, or was it like never there before? Yeah, see, that's kind of like would be unfortunate, because like there are places, that have like, you know, pulled out of like our part of the country, but it's like, oh, that is sad. But yeah, um, oh, that's not good. Yeah, the Jack Memmel, you were saying that that Taco Bell is going to reduce the size of their menu. Well, I think that maybe makes sense, um, but you know, definitely, definitely kind of a challenge, Yeah, so um, yeah, there are all kinds of like tasty things, you just kind of take for granted that might not be around. That's that's always kind of a thing. So end of summer, huh? Wow. Yeah, and that's something I have noticed. Not a ton of new fast food things to review. Um, yeah. So Jim Memmel, you were saying in 1993 they started in Poland, but it just didn't take off. That is interesting, and yeah, that is kind of 1993. That was a long time ago. Yeah, very different world now. Like because like Taco Bell Prey, it's its own kind of thing. It's not even um, it's just kind of unique. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, like to say that that is what a real air quotes real burrito prey item is like, it is not. It is its own tasty, goodness. Oh yeah, for sure. You know, absolutely. Um, yeah, I am hopeful that, like you said, I'm sure that there are going to be some of the bigger restaurants that might like downsize their menu and stuff. But I'm really afraid that some of our local restaurants just may not survive. Yeah, we were gonna do we were gonna do for the last local Wednesday video, um, Indian restaurant. Yeah, and they were like they early on they were like open for dinner, did not have dine in, and you know, um, but now they've like their number is like disconnected. I have not driven by there. So Rhino Mammal wants to know how you like Starbucks. Well, unfortunately, this is not like Starbucks. Starbucks is actually too many paper rectangles. No, this is just my regular run of the mill gas station coffee, and it is nice. It is definitely definitely a fun thing. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I do think the world is very a very global place, Um, so, well, that's true, Rhino Mammal. Coffee is great in that it is an ore for caffeine. Oh, yeah, there's that. But, like, like cold coffee or coffee that has been on a burner too long is definitely not as great. But, um, frankly, I do not see the idea of, spending like 5 paper rectangles on a drink. you know, that is, like a coffee or something that is, like you said, that is why I just get the generic gas station stuff, but yeah, lots and lots of fun. So yeah, Coke Mammal, you had mentioned you wanted to get chips. Don't hesitate to drop us an email. We can certainly make the arrangement on that. Yeah, for sure. So all right, and Brino, you are right. There is difference between like cold brewed coffee and like day old coffee that was like, that is cold and sitting there like on the burner too long, burned, and then gets cold. Yes, cold brewed coffee is a very different thing. I should be like more specific and stuff. Yeah, you should be more specific because you're a nerd raptor. Oh, be quiet, Joe. Anyway, yes. Like, but but yeah. But see, like, you can get a nice like iced coffee for like a couple of paper rectangles instead of going to Starbucks and I'm all fancy. Yeah, speaking of what we were talking about the other day, like T-Rex being all thinking he's all big and important, he's gonna going into to Starbucks, and he ain't even able to pick it up with them little arms. That is funny. You see a T Rex going into Starbucks and be like, "Yep, I'm big and important." Um, yeah, that is funny. Um, so yeah. I mean, more like you said, a status symbol than anything that is like really like you know I think that you can accomplish the same thing for a lot less paper rectangles. Yeah, I mean, just because something costs more paper rectangles doesn't always make it better. I mean, that's not always true, Joe, but yeah, there's certainly some merit to that thinking. I think, certainly, yeah, for sure. Um, so John Memel, you were saying you have a local place called Donut Bank. Um, ooh, that sounds interesting. Well, yeah. You got to see our uh, you got to see our local donut place, Biagio's. Yeah, Biagio's has been there like since 1962. Like you said, very 20th century feel to it. They do business the same way they did in the 60s, but they have very tasty donut prey, and their coffee ain't bad neither. But like I said, do with what they're good at. Yeah, they have like ice cream and pizza, but again, like I said, and don't get me wrong, both things are really good. But like I said, what they do best, Biagio's, is the donuts. Yeah, and drawn into stark contrast because Dunkin' just opened down the street. So yeah, we have to maybe do a battle. All right, well, Jim Mammal, thank you so much for coming to see us, especially like for what your point of view is the middle of the night. Again, really appreciate that. Thank you, sir, and have a great night. Yeah, yeah. Thank you again. And there is definitely that. So but but yeah, I actually do like this live stream. We have going on here. Like you said, we have again great friends from all over the world and all over many communities. Like it is something that we do appreciate. So yeah, very very fun, very fun. Hey, Death Mammal, thank you so much for for stopping by. Um, have you ever made this ally of yourselves, reptiles, or placed every bricks? I do not quite follow. Um, yeah, sorry, not quite following there. Yeah. Anyway, so Misty, you were asking what our next premiere video is. Our next video that we have for premiere is tomorrow. That is our Dr. Pepper cream soda. Um, Dr. Pepper cream soda uh, review. Yeah, we found that at Dollar General, but I think it's generally available. Yeah, I am, that's definitely fun. And then, like I said, we got a couple other videos recorded for this week. So, yeah, and it is good, for those of y'all who are content creators. Um, like I said, I'm sure you're aware. Sometimes it's helpful to have it go ahead. Oh, Death Mammal, you were saying about our apartment here. Yeah. This actually this was a before we moved in. This was a fire hall, like custom made, like for the ghost busting mammals, but it was kind of like too small for them. It was so we ended up moving in here, and you see the various rooms in our place. Like I said, we have you see we have we're in the living room now. I've got the collection room. Yeah, you mean Bob's nerd room. Yep. And you see the kitchen, and then across the hall we have like the room that isn't doesn't have the bricks. Um, so so yeah. Um, oh, it is your hatch day. Happy hatch day, Misty. That is right. So so yeah, definitely. Wish everybody say happy hatch day to our friend Misty, who's definitely come in. So so yeah. Oh, you were Death Mammal. You were saying that we have a poll, and that was probably, I think, part of the reason why it did not work out as well for the ghost busting mammals. It did not have a poll, so like we ended up it was custom work that was done that was intended to be for the ghost busting mammals. And it's great. It's amazing craftsmanship, but like I said, it's just it's really nice. And as we can zoom out here a little bit, you can see it fits us. The room here fits us perfectly. You know what I mean? Like I said, we have this nice place. And but yeah, we do not have a poll, unfortunately. Although that would be fun if you were like up in the attic, and we could like have a pole and we could slide down. I mean, I'm not saying that wouldn't be, but honestly, Joe, how often do we go up in the attic anyway? Well, I don't know, Bob. We filmed from the attic. We even live streamed from the attic the one time. Yeah, so we have that, but yeah, that's something we try and keep our videos interesting. And if you look, at each of our videos, in the parts that we are at home, you will see the different rooms Like I said, you'll see us maybe start in the living room, go in the kitchen, and then go in the white room, across the hall, or vice versa. You know what I mean? For much of the like food and whatnot, we are like in the kitchen and stuff. So, oh hey, Mr. Itch Mammal, thank you for so much for dropping by. Oh yeah, scratching the itch. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Mr. Itch Mammal, you might appreciate the this Joe's chip has finally arrived. Yeah, I am super duper excited for this. How Bob's chip, says hello mammals, and you see my portrait on there, and it says, my catchphrase. How y'all doing? So yeah. Now, like as far as the itch mammals go, I'm assuming it is just the Mister Itch Mammal, or is Mrs. Itch Mammal with us, or very very cool. So, but yes, long overdue. Joe finally gets his chip, and this is kind of how how I had envisioned this, with our portraits, like, facing each other. What do you think? Like our portraits, I think are pretty credible. I mean, I do think that looks like me. Yeah, I definitely agree. Heh, Brino and Rhino, that rhymes. Oh, Bob, you're such a weirdo. Oh, whatever, Joe. Um, oh yeah, and as we are talking about things that are happening for the channel, like I said, the we are going to be doing Joe content, members only Joe content. Like you said, that is super exciting, and we are definitely working on that. And I do think that some of the things that Joe wants to do, like I'm looking at this stuff, like and I really appreciate Joe as far as being an addition to the channel. Oh, you're being nice, Bob. Yeah, no, it's true, but there's some of the things that he wants to do that yeah, like YouTube is like, yeah, they are not gonna let us monetize that. Yeah. Yeah, so Mr. H Mammal, you can see my beverage of choice here tonight. Yeah, I am hoping to get some for the live stream. Misty Mammal, Local Wednesday is something that we do. Like I said, a lot of the videos we do are like food reviews from like national chains and stuff, or things, y'all might be able to get wherever you're at, in the country, or for that matter, even in the world, like Taco Bell or whatnot. But Local Wednesday is where we try and shop local, and we get prey from a restaurant that ain't a chain, here in Lake or Cuyahoga County, in Northeast Ohio. Yeah, so like the east side of Cleveland, definitely, definitely a fun place to go. Like you said, there's a lot of really amazing things. And Misty, the idea behind this is, on our Local Wednesday video, you might see that and think, oh, that's amazing. I wish I could get that. But a lot of times, like I said, we did one like, remember we got the Greek restaurant the one time, Bob? Oh, yeah. You might not have even given a thought to getting Greek prey or nothing. Yeah, but like maybe you saw our video and thought, oh yeah, that looks tasty. Maybe there is a restaurant in your neighborhood that could do that, or like I said, a nice grill or something. Oh, Um, Death Central. You ask like, what is my favorite what is my favorite horror movie? Um, well, yeah, and it's that's a question better directed to Joe here. I am definitely more of a sci-fi raptor. Yeah, Bob's a nerd raptor completely. I mean, horror is such a much more complex thing. I mean, we could talk you know, um, like the Friday the 13th movies, like the classics like that. I mean, definitely enjoy that. The mammal that gets all like burned and stuff and like comes back and haunts dreams and stuff. Yeah, yeah. See, again, this was never a thing for me. Yeah, you would rather be like a Star Trek mammal or get your Harry Potter wand out here and be a wizard raptor. Oh yeah, for sure. Like again, that's fun. Yeah, Bob, that's also what we call nerd. Yeah, well, um oh, you know what? There are a whole host of mammal movies I ain't seen. Like Saw. That's one I ain't seen before. But yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Oh wow, and Ender's Game. That's something that we would be fun. Again, um, you know, um, yeah. No, see Bob over here. I'm serious. He had his wand and his medical tricorder out the other day. It's like, how much more nerd do you get than that? Oh, be quiet, Joe. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, see, like Endor's Game, like I've actually heard of it. It's very cool. One that I actually really enjoy is I do not know if you have seen it. It is called The Last Starfighter. Oh, again, it's another nerd mammal who's like good at gaming, and yeah, yeah, and it's awesome. He plays this game, and then he's like, like really, the game is just a training program for him to do that. Bob, again, says no one ever. You know what I think is interesting, um, and Death Central. Maybe you can speak to this point. Um, you know, Joe, you do. I've talked to a lot of horror mammals who are like Ghostbusters mammals, and I think Ghostbusters is the one point where horror and sci-fi overlap. You know what? I can see that. Like, Ghostbusters. Like I've seen it listed Ghostbusters as a that movie is a as a drama, sci-fi, horror, or comedy. And the reality is, I think you could make a case for Ghostbusters being any one of those things. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Itch Mammal. The um, um, Last Starfighter. Yeah, very much like a. I do not know if it is late '70s or early '80s, but yeah, think like a very early version of Ready Player One. That is actually a very apt comparison. But yeah, like I said, could go for that. You know, um, but but yeah, like I said, definitely. And I like just to be able to learn about variety of different things, like Death Central. I've seen you and like our friend, like Horror Boy and Need Gore. I have learned so much about horror. Like, even though that is not, like I said, my main thing, my main genre. Oh, thank you so much, scratching the itch for the paper rectangles. That is so very nice of you. We really do appreciate that. That really does help us out. So so yeah. Yeah, and as to the ghost busting mammals, I'm definitely liking the idea of of this new movie, that is, not a reboot, but more of a generational handoff. I like the idea of that, because it's just kind of fun. Well, you know, um, you see that movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures? Oh yeah, they're going to do a new one. Well, who knows when it is going to get released now because of everything that's going on in the world. But yeah, like this new one, Face the Music. Yeah, and Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, they still kind of act like hatchlings, even though they're like 50 and stuff. Yeah, well, hey, like I said, I love the idea of character development and growth, and that's just kind of fascinating. Oh yeah, I mean for sure, you know, um, but kind of like they got just stuck in the late '80s. Well, hey, that's kind of fun. I mean, that premise um, is interesting because, like, I don't know if you mammals have seen like Austin Powers, you know, um, but like the idea that he was stuck, in the '60s. Well, that was different. He was frozen. He didn't like live his whole life there. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of hoping that 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 the Bill and Ted mammals are able to do that because you know um, you know um, that would be that would be that would be very interesting. And Brino, yes, you are right. Like it is like it takes the perfect balance of respecting the original universe. You are still living and breathing in the original universe, and you have to create like new characters. You have to do it well, and that is challenging in its own right. Yeah, and you could think of where that kind of fell on its face with like Crystal Skull. Ugh. Yes, there is that. And yeah, for ghost busting mammals, you know. Oh yeah, like you were saying, the itch mammal. Like there's baby Oscar. I think that little hatchling in the movie is like in his like late 20s now or something. Um. Oh, all right. Yeah, I've heard some good things about Cobra Kai, Brino. So you say that's done very well. Yeah, like the universe just continues on, and it's like, all right, we get to rejoin a universe that we have not like, if it's a show that we loved or a movie that we loved, and it's like, yeah, let's just rejoin it. I mean, I can see that. Hey, oh yeah, yeah. So I don't know if any of you watched like that '70s show, and that was like, getting to be like, 15, 20 years ago. Like, what if they were to restart that show with the same characters, but like, we were talking about, Eric and Donna as the parents, and Jackie and Kelso as the parents, and having it be like that '90s show. Maybe that would even be like a good, show for streaming or something. Um, I was never into that '70s show, but that would be again, interesting. And you can see how characters have evolved. Like I said, to see, obviously you have new characters, but like also to see, you know, to see like our characters, as like parents and how they have grown into, and perhaps how much they have become like their parents. Oh yeah. Hey Beverly Memmel, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate that. Yeah, we were talking about TV and movies. Very fun. So do we know a sitcom called Seinfeld? Oh yeah. I am familiar. It's not something that I used to watch all the time, but I am definitely familiar. Yeah, I never heard of uh, of Seinfeld before. Yeah, Joe, we're gonna have to get you up to speed on that. So, oh yeah, so scratching the itch, Memel. You are thinking that '90s show that would be awesome. See, I think that would be great. Um, I was actually even thinking about how Red, shows up as like, you know, everyone was like, oh, Red is all like, mean and stuff, as the dad, but that he would be like, oh, he's just cool grandpa, and it's like, yeah, and like, what if Eric was like, more like Red as a parent, or something, it's like that would be interesting, um, but but yeah. Um, so yeah, like you said, I think there is some real potential there for that to be a thing. Like again, like restarting it, rejoining that universe. Um, Especially if you're talking about that '90s show, yeah, and having it be like 1992 and having the old brick cell phones. Ah, I am all like zoomed in and stuff. What did I do? Bob. All right. I don't know what the heck you did with the camera. Um. All right, we are just gonna back out here. We're cool. We're cool. Sorry if we're bouncy. I have to have the camera really far away. All right, so we are gonna go with this. Yeah, our camera mammal is a T-Rex. Haha. Oh, Bob, whatever. Doofus is a doofus. That's right. All right, so yeah, so we were talking about like The Office. Oh yeah, that is a great show. I definitely like that. So yeah, that's lots of fun. You know what? I'm gonna try and fix this here because yeah, this is not. I know we did here, but come on, fix it, fix it. Bob, tapping the keyboard ain't gonna do much for you. All right, you just did nothing. All right. All right, there we go. Yay, we are back. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. Oh Beverly, yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and like you said, Joe's chip with his eyes on it are very cool. So so the Mrs. Itch mammal likes the Dwight mammal from The Office. Yeah, that is really cool. So yeah, like you said, it is kind of funny. Unfortunately, like you said, our setup is kind of limited. You know, um, like we tried to have the tripod here, like where we are all like doing this, but I like to be able to be like to be able to show you different things. Yeah, or when I'm talking, you know what I mean. And you kind of lose that dynamic thing. Um, but again, when we're trying to read the chat, um, that's definitely kind of challenging. To have the three fingered hands and stuff. Yeah. So at least we were able to fix that. So, oh, Battlestar Galactica. I love Battlestar Galactica. Yep, that's more Bob Nerdism in its absolute purest form. Oh yeah, like I said, it's actually kind of hard to overstate the importance of Battlestar, because everybody loves Star Wars, but if it was not for Star Trek and Battlestar, there probably, I do not think that there would be much of an interest in like even getting a movie like Star Wars made in 1977. That might not have been a thing if there was not the respect or appreciation for for sci-fi. Yeah, I still think that's kind of crazy. Oh, Death Mammal, yes. I started with Star Trek. I love Star Trek. Um, that is my preference, but it does not have to be either or. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't care about neither Star Trek nor Star Wars. Joe, I'm serious, Bob. Yeah, no, we are gonna really have to work on that. No, like I said, Star Trek first, Star Wars second. Star Trek is something. It is very much more niche. I think there are the fans that are doing Star Trek are super loyal fans, and but there are not as many of them. I think that to a certain extent, and again, things have changed since the movies, but um, I think to a certain extent, everybody, has heard of Star Wars, or like a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. You are much more likely to find somebody. And then there are people like the itch mammal over here who has like watched Mandalorian and not seen Star Wars at all, and is just like, that is awesome. Which, you know what? To be perfectly honest, I am in that camp. The Mandalorian is a great show. I don't care about Star Wars. Didn't really mean much to me, but that show is amazing. Yep, like I said, worth the paper rectangles to get the Disney Plus. Well, and that's something else too. Like whether they actually made it or not, but Disney, like, the Disney mammals, like, they own everything. Yeah, so getting Disney Plus is probably not a bad thing. Um, but if you do get Disney Plus, like he said, it is only a matter of time before Disney like owns like every TV show that was ever made. So there you go. Might well be the next thing. So yeah. So Death Mammal, you were saying that that you enjoyed the Mandalorian too. Yeah. But but yeah, like I said, I do not think, if you are just like looking for a great show and you look at the Mandalorian and you think, oh, that's a Star Trek show. Yeah, that's a nerd show. I don't want to watch no daggone nerd shows. Yeah, I think you would appreciate that. Like you said, like you do not need to have the background. It is nice to have the background. You get all kinds of fun little references, but you do not have to have the background. Yeah, in fact, one of our nerd friends was saying, oh, you didn't see the last season of Rebels. Maybe you should hold off on the Mandalorian. And I was like, well, I'm like, no way, I want to see it, and that's cool. Oh yeah, Rhino, right you are. All right, well, like I said, no disrespect to nerds, mammals or raptors or rhinos, but like I said, I will admit something, when it just ain't exactly my cup of tea. So Future Man. I have not. That does sound interesting. You know what? I've not heard of Future Man, but one movie I was thinking that was really funny, but like really deep too, was a Robin Williams movie called Bicentennial Man. You know, where Robin Williams is an android. You know, and I certainly did enjoy that for sure. You know, um, and yeah, it's kind of a pity that the Robin Williams mammal ain't with us no more. Because like I've seen some of his movies, and he's just a very talented, very funny mammal. Um, definitely great. You know, but but yeah. Um, the Pepsi girl is in that one. Oh, see, I did not know that. Very interesting. You know, yeah, that. The Pepsi mammal. Like, is Mr. H thinking like the Cindy Crawford mammal did that like Pepsi commercial? Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, like this mammal like driving an expensive car through the desert and like you know drink some Pepsi or something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, that is a that is that is interesting. So yeah, and oh no, okay, I actually know what you mean by that. Yeah, the younger like mammal. She was like a hatchling at the time, and she's like, wants a Pepsi, and the mammal gives her a Coke, and she's like, like I asked for a Pepsi Cola, and you insult me by giving me this. Oh yeah, that is cool. I did not think of that. And it's interesting to see like mammals, like you hear a mammal voice and something, and they're like, I know I have seen that mammal someplace, and it's like, where have I seen that mammal before? And you know, um, it's one of those, um, you know, like, oh yeah, Polly, that was a good one too. Yeah, I ain't never seen that movie. Yeah, it's about a parrot and a mammal, and yeah, that was a great '90s movie. You can see that Bob's been around a lot longer, been around mammals a lot longer. He's also lot older than I am. Yeah, Joe is definitely. We do not know how old he was when we found him in the park there, but yeah, he is definitely younger than I am. You know, um, but but yeah, I love those '90s movies. Um, but yeah, and you see our poker chips. We thought this would be a nice, fun way to do this. You know what Bob wanted to do? Oh, you're gonna go here with this, aren't you? No, I'm serious. Y'all mammals need to know this. Bob was actually looking at making a scratch coin that was like Power Rangers Morpher coin. He wanted our scratch coin to be able to fit into his Power Rangers Morpher so he could be the Raptor Zord and have a scratch coin. Well, I'm just saying, that would have been fun, you know, um, especially for mammals who grew up in the '90s and stuff. That would be like, and how cool would it be if I was like the Mighty Morphin, Raptor Zord? Oh my God, Bob, that is next level Comic Con dork nerd stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, um, I think the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were missing the Raptor. They had the Tyrannosaurus and the T-Rex and all of that. Oh, Miss Money Mammal, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you dropping by. Oh, Miss Money Mammal, thank you so much. Hey, and if you're just coming in, like I said, Miss Money Mammal wanted to show you, my chip came in today. So yeah, we are going to be getting those out. You said that's just kind of cool. So yeah, I my mammal found me in 19 had to be like 1999. And obviously he was like in college when that happened. But I have been with him ever since. And yeah. And yes, we like Miss Money Mammal, like you said, I'm so sorry. Like last live stream we did feature your chip and whatnot. And I was holding off on getting Bob's chip sent to you because we're gonna send you the set. Bob and Joe. What do you think? Our portraits, we look stunning, don't we? Joe, you are like full of yourself. Anyway, so yeah. Definitely, we definitely appreciate you coming. Like I said, and for those of you who, I know, we are not the only live stream going on right now. We really appreciate, you taking the time to come over here and spend the time with us. It really does mean a lot. Like I said, we get to have fun conversations about things, and yeah, you get to watch Bob be a total nerd. Oh, be quiet, Joe. I'm just saying, when we get to have our members only content, then yeah, I'm gonna get to do, like I said, I'm gonna get to do what I want to do. Yeah, what Joe wants to do with the channel is definitely not approved for hatchlings. Oh, Mr. H Mammal, thank you so much for coming. That is so great. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, Bob and I think, we tease each other, but we have a pretty good working relationship, but what the things I want to do with the channel, Bob says, we really ain't allowed to, do. Yeah, I really do think, like Joe hands me some really great ideas, but some ideas it's like, Joe, we can't do this. No, like, we will get like in trouble or demonetized for sure. So the idea is like we will have like I said, members only content. Like he said, that features some of Joe's stuff, some of Joe's ideas. Again, it is not content for hatchlings. Like you said, is something that I definitely want to be like members only, because yeah, I think we probably would get it. Like, I don't think that is a bad idea, but like you said, the to have Joe content, would be like you said, we definitely want to have that be a little bit restricted. Of the project, no, like you said, talking about we were actually talking about having channel memberships. Yeah, and if you are able to donate a couple paper rectangles every month, then we will have perks, and that's something that that Joe and I have been working on. We hope to get that up and running here within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's gonna be very, very exciting. And yes, thank you for again, local John, Miss Money, Brino. You are all like absolutely amazing moderators and great friends. We really do appreciate the help that you give us. And again, try as I might, being a raptor with three fingers on my phone, we're I just do not have the talent as a moderator that some of you you nice mammals do and do so well for us. So yeah, very amazing, and of course, like I said, we always do encourage you to check each other out. But yeah, but so we're kind of talking about wrapping up, but it looks like we got some more mammals in the channel. Yeah, I think we should just I think we should run with the stream until the camera battery dies. Yeah, and we are kind of limited on how long we can stream because of like if we have decent lighting, then can't really keep the phone going, to keep filming, so it gets more challenging that way. Hey, Billy Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Hey, Billy Mammal, appreciate you coming in. So, for those of you who have you eaten prey tonight? What are you eating or drinking? Yeah, Bob made us tonight. Bob made us just some a chicken breast sandwich. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. If you watch our videos, you might think that we do restaurants all the time, and I have to admit there was a time when I kind of thought that was that was good, but since we do not necessarily want to be out as much, you know, we are doing that. So, oh, Rhino Mammal, you're doing dogs, dog prey. Yeah, and Bob had to teach me that doesn't mean, that the dog mammal keeps barking too much, and y'all say, say that's not cool. So, oh, and Brano, you got some wing prey delivered from Frickers. Oh yeah, I remember Frickers when I lived in southwestern Ohio. That was kind of cool. That's fun. So, oh, 2020, yeah, like that. I agree. Brino had an amazing stream yesterday. And so Billy, you're saying you did some salmon prey. Oh yeah, salmon and beer prey. That sounds like a winner, for sure. So, oh, and John, you're saying you did pizza with beef. All right, that's healthy. Mushrooms, that's junk food. And ham. All right, that's good. Oh, it's a sandwich. Oh, all right. Well, still, like you said, beef is good. Mushrooms ain't healthy. I mean, I got to the point where at least mushrooms are food, but they're junk food. I don't really appreciate the junk food as much as, I know some of y'all do. You're like, oh, I want to have the veggies, but yeah. The video that we recorded this morning, it probably will end up dropping probably Thursday or Friday, is what Joe considers a super healthy sandwich. Yeah, don't spoil it, but yeah. We went to went through the drive-through, did a mash-up, and I think it is the healthiest mash up of bread. Well, he said the bread, whatever, but of meat and chicken and bacon. Very nice. Oh, Beverly Memmel, thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming. And again, I know it is late or early where you are. I even get confused about that. But thank you for coming at odd hours of the day and night. That is certainly appreciated. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, mushrooms are junk food. You can fix them healthy by frying them. Like, then then they're actually not bad. I mean, like you said, it's something unhealthy that is prepared healthfully. You know, like something like lettuce. That is absolutely disgusting. That has no value whatsoever. So even frying lettuce wouldn't save it. I ain't never heard of no fried lettuce, but if there was such a thing, I suppose I'd try it. Yeah. um, oh, and here is Brino, our master chef, saying yes, it would have to be breaded properly, and I think there is something to that. Yeah, I learned from Brino's video. There's much more to breading and frying than we just take for granted. So yeah, Beverly, thank you for coming. Appreciate you coming by. So yeah, terrific. So again, salad with some meat in it, depending on what kind of meat you're talking about. It's like, yes, it is like trying to pick through a mass of things that ain't food. It's like, let's see, what's in this bowl here? Like shoelace, and you know what I mean, like a tire, and oh, here's a piece of meat. Yay! I mean, that's kind of what it's like for a raptor looking at a salad that has some meat in it. I mean, I could make do with it. Well, you know what, Joe? Like you said, you have come a very long way, because you have gotten to the point where you enjoy like cheese. Which if you watch some of Joe's earlier videos, like he was not even okay with we ordered a pepperoni pizza and he just picked the pepperonis off. Well, yeah, I have to admit I was a little hasty on that one, but yeah. Oh, hey, Scratch Lotteria, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate that. So yeah, lots of fun. But yeah, like I said, if you Joe, if you explore your horizons a little bit, you can discover things you haven't. Bob, I think your horizons are big enough. Like you said, you eat things that, like you said, are not just junk food, but are just downright unedible. Like, what do you mean? Well, I don't know. I mean, y'all eat like cookies or something. Again, there's nothing there. There's no meat whatsoever. Well, yeah, I mean, I enjoy a cookie or a cupcake. That is good. I mean, no meat, no cheese. Not habitable. Yeah, so hey, Scratch Lotteria. So how are you doing tonight? What yeah. And hey, Scratch Lotteria, is super hot where you are. Yeah, you guys, you nice mammals might be able to hear our air conditioning going here. Normally I try and turn the air conditioning down, at least when we are filming and stuff, but it is so hot, that it is just not just not viable to run it without it. So yeah. So yeah. So cookie prey, like you said, that's that ain't healthy, and that's next tier of unhealthy. stuff I probably wouldn't touch. Like I said, a salad is the absolute worst. Would not do that. Oh, all right, Death Mammal. Thank you so much for doing. Like you said, if you are able to make it back, that would be awesome. But yeah, like pineapple or fruit. You know what I mean? Like that ain't edible. Uh, yeah, I love fruit. You know what I mean? Like sure, I would have a plate of cherries. Oh, Bob, that is so gross. So 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 Lotteria Memo. You are super hot there in New Jersey too. Like we're pretty much hearing that everywhere. It is like in the 90s here in Northeast Ohio, but the heat index is like over 100. It is not a pleasant day to be outside or to be inside when the air conditioner is not running at full blast. Well, I have to agree with you there, Bob. No matter how we toss the dice, you know, um, lots going on there. Yeah, for sure. So, but anyway, yeah, we appreciate you all coming in. Like you said, we are kind of at the limit of our ability to stream right now. So we probably are going to have to wrap it up for the evening. Thank you so much to all of you for coming. We really do appreciate that. Thank you for chatting with us. Thank you for the super chat and for the claws up. Like that. We really do enjoy that. And yeah, like I said, this live stream, it it really is the highlight of our week. Oh boy, Memo. Oh, like I said, we want to keep it going, but we are like running out of battery power. Boy, Memo, thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah. Um, we're like I said, unfortunately, we are kind of having to wrap it up. Boy, Mammal, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate your support. Um, like I said, we're gonna try and work on some of these technical issues to see if we can resolve it. Again, to get decent lighting, we cannot plug in the phone and the light at the same time. So once that's once that's gone, it's kind of we can't really keep going. Yeah, but definitely fun. Thank you so much again, Scratch Lotteria, Miss Money. Again, thank you for coming in. Like you said, I know you do, and again, a huge thank you to all of our moderators. Um, we will be live again Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, feel free to check out our Mammals Choice Monday poll if you want to vote in the poll. Um, and anyway, thank you so much, and have a great night. We appreciate you. And yeah, thank you all for coming.